What would you say?
Dude, she is thick.
Stance, huh? Here's me calling Truckmaster to show him the LOI DURAMAX. For some reason, audio did not get recorded. I wish it would have, because his reaction was priceless. Basically, I'm telling him to get a chair and make sure he's sitting down for the reveal, because I wasn't sure if he was able to handle it. Welcome back to the video. This is a video that you guys have all been waiting for. It's something that me and Cam, we've both been waiting for.
Whoa, like 2 weeks now? 3 weeks? Way too long.
Yeah, well, for me, like 8 months, technically. Yeah. But LOI is done. We're about to go pick it up. Cam is going to drive it home. Yep. Cam, keep in mind, it is stupid wide.
Yeah.
It's really wide, a lot wider than 12 wides. And even, it's wider than this truck.
Man, 4 inches is more.
Just saying, it's really wide. I'm gonna need you to be careful when you make turns, because it's super wide.
I'll tell you now.
Don't curve the wheels.
I'm kind of upset. So just to let y'all know, I had planned a joke. So I had a white felt pen that you're supposed to like wipe on the wheels, so it looks like curb rash. Well, the truck, unfortunately, has been sitting over in a place where I couldn't get to it for the longest time, and I figured, well, I would drive it and then park somewhere, curb the wheel.
Oh man, I would have been so upset.
And then everything else, but it would have been great, because I would have actually curbed the wheel, you know.
It would have been great, but I would have been upset.
Have you seen it?
Have I seen it?
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. This will be like my reaction.
Oh.
Looks good?
Dude, the wheels look sick.
Dang.
Man.
Dude, that's
is that even
perfect.
The same truck?
That's perfect.
Dude, is that even the same truck?
Dude, that's perfect. Oh my gosh.
Damn, dude, she's big.
Look at it. Look how wide it is.
Wow.
Dang, you see that?
Dude, the color match and everything just makes that truck pop now.
Holy moly. What would you say?
Dude, she is thick.
Stance, huh?
Dang.
That's why I'm gonna need you to be careful, okay?
Yeah, dang, dude.
Alright.
I'm gonna tell you now, you couldn't drive down my dirt road with this.
No.
This truck will be brown by the
But
end of
let's
the day.
head home. I will show you guys in 3, 2, 1. Honestly, Cam's driving my DURAMAX, my LOI, before I even get to. I'm excited just to see how well it rides. The way it was before, the torsion keys all jacked up to Jesus, it rode really rough. So I'm kind of excited and curious. My girlfriend is right now like really jealous because Cam gets to drive it before she did. Just look at that beauty. Boy, she's thick. The previous owner told me the whole front end was new, and when we did the lift kit, I found out none of it was new. So I'm not really gonna believe anything he said. So I'm gonna assume that it's got stock hubs, 213,000 miles on them. So we're gonna go ahead and do the kryptonite hubs ASAP. New idler and pitman arm from kryptonite as well. So the whole front end's gonna be rebuilt. It's gonna ride better than it did before. It's gonna have zero play.
Man.
What'd you say?
Night and day difference. This ride's better than that.
Really?
For sure.
Oh, she sounds good. All right, so you just drove it 15 minutes from the shop to my house.
Okay.
What's your first initial response?
Night and day, 100%, much better. Suspension is night and day difference. This truck rode like crap before, man.
I told that's what I told
man,
everybody.
This truck rides like it almost rides better than my truck, to be honest with you. I don't know if it, I guess just better suspension parts, but man, this thing rides sick. I know that it's going to ride a little bit like rougher because of its 14 wides, but like going over bumps, you can feel them, but it just, words can't describe it, man. It's just like, whew.
All right, ladies and gents, this is my first reaction
of driving the thick boy.
Dang. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this daily driver to ride good, and it really does. Just from like pulling out of my driveway to down my street, dude, this thing rides just so much better. So much better. Once I upgrade the gearbox and everything, it's gonna be a perfect daily driver.
Yeah, because backing into your driveway, it didn't really like it. I could tell that this gearbox was struggling a little bit.
For sure. It might be low on
fuel, fluid.
Yeah.
Dang, on that storm looking rough. We got happiness and then sadness back there.
But honestly, other than, so as far as the height goes, it really doesn't feel any different, because it's really not that different. If anything, I think it might be sitting the same height. Maybe like
an inch or two bigger.
Yeah, probably an inch taller, because the tires that I had here were 34s. These tires are 33s, and the torsion keys were jacked up to like 3 inches.
All we gotta do is park it beside my truck and see, because your stock, because the stock truck was I think I may have been just like half an inch bigger.
Yeah.
So if we park it up by mine, we can definitely be able to tell a difference.
Yeah. And for this truck, it was a little weird. I didn't want this truck to be too big, because I didn't want 2 lifted trucks. This is, yeah, technically lifted, but I didn't want like 2 big lifted trucks. So
I mean, you got a 4 and an 8. So I mean, this is a big difference.
Oh yeah. And then my black truck's probably gonna get 10 to 12 inch lift in the future, so it's gonna be a real big truck. All right, it's good.
Yeah, because before this bump right here, we'd be like this the entire time. And then there's another bump right up here after this blue car that we go over. Let's see how it does.
The rear end is still really stiff though, because I think we still have the helper springs on there.
Let's see right here.
Oh
no!
So much better.
That's so much better.
The shocks are actually doing their thing.
All right, we're here to get some gas. What's your
diesel? We're here to fuel.
Sorry, excuse me, my bad.
Come on, you gasser.
What's your initial reaction to your new truck?
Dude, it rides so much better. The bumps, it handles bumps, and the shocks are actually doing what they're supposed to do, absorbing everything.
All right, we're gonna diesel up.
Diesel up.
And we'll see y'all back when we do some more rollers.
All right, so here we have the LOY. We're gonna be doing a complete walk around of it. I wanna show you guys exactly what all we've done in terms of like suspension wise. Maybe I'll do a full walk around video of the truck on everything that we've done, but for now, let's just go over what we did. Suspension upgrades. So first things first, we have 4.5 inch BDS lift. It is set pretty much at 4.5. If you look at the CV axles, it is completely flat, so it's awesome. And my gearbox is leaking, so we're gonna upgrade to Redhead gearbox in the future. And then we're gonna be getting some kryptonite hubs, because I think it's much needed. So 4.5 inch BDS lift. And if you watched my previous video, we had to upgrade the arms to the Cognito arms. Previous owner of this truck told me that he had brand new control arms and brand new front end parts, which that turned out to be a lie, because the control arms, the bushings were all torn up, and then there was a lot of play. So when I saw that, we went ahead and upgraded to Cognito arms, upgraded the tie rods to the Cognito tie rods. We did the Bilstein reservoir shocks, and the reason why we got it mounted like this was I didn't want to buy that little clip that goes here that puts the reservoir part next to it, because I don't really think that looks good. Two, they want like $100 for both sides, and I didn't want to pay that much for something that didn't look good. So this is honestly like a temporary setup, but I like the way it looks. We're just gonna have to replace the hose clamps with something else. I am gonna partner up with a fabricator and get it redone, so I'm gonna see if I can get like a custom mount made for it. So honestly, that is it for suspension wise. We have 22x14 Dropstar wheels on 33x14.5 amp tires. We do have 2-inch wheel spacers in the back. They are Coyote wheel spacers. They might even be hub centric, but it really doesn't matter because the ring of the spacers won't even line up with the bore of the Dropstars. And we have the Bilstein shocks in the rear. I didn't get reservoirs because the reservoirs, that doesn't make that much of a difference. We definitely didn't do the reservoir shocks in the rear because it really doesn't make that much of performance difference. I've asked hundreds of people. I've asked a lot of other like dealers, people who are in the industry. I said, does reservoir shocks really make that much of a difference? They said no, this isn't really an off-road rig. Reservoir shocks are there to cool your shocks quicker, but I did want them up front because they look cool, and I was willing to pay the extra 150 bucks or whatever it was to have reservoirs up front. But overall, I love the way it turned out. Love the way it rides.
Dude, it rides amazing.
Cam had a blast driving this truck. He loves the way it sounds. He loves the way it rides.
Yeah, it makes me want to get 14 wides now. Right?
But look how wide this thing is.
It's not even like straightened up. So we did a tape measure. 10.5 inches or 10 3/8 inches out from the wheel well, and in the back it's 8.5 inches. So this girl is thick. Yeah, she's super thick.
So BDS has 2 different knuckles for this truck. It has a standard knuckle, which is this one, and they have the narrow track knuckle, which doesn't increase the track width, but it decreases the turning radius, which doesn't really make sense to me, but somehow it does.
Yeah, because you can't turn as far. Like, so because you're out, you have more area to turn the wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the standard knuckle, and I have 2-inch wheel spacers in the back, and it's still not even. So usually when you put 2-inch wheel spacers, even with any kind of knuckle lifts, the back sticks out more than the front, but this truck, the front sticks out way more. So
you should take the spacer off and really see how it looks.
Yeah, so if you guys want this lift kit, if you guys want to go this wide, go with the 4.5-inch BDS and make sure to do your standard knuckle, because yeah, it'll give you that width. But this truck is absolutely ridiculous on how wide it is. I actually dig it. I really love the stance. It's not too tall. It's barely taller than what it was.
Yeah, I think it's actually right along the line of my truck with a 6-inch lift.
So we'll find out. So this is barely taller than what it was, and I got 33s, but the stance was what I wanted. Next up, we're gonna do some decals on the side, like the black LML, and also I'm gonna do something about the handles because I don't like how it's black right there. It really doesn't kind of flow with the truck anymore since it's got polished wheels.
Hey, we got some paint left, might as well just color match them.
Right. So we'll go ahead and do that. And one of the things I am planning on doing is we are going to Raptor line, or not Raptor line, is it Raptor?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Raptor.
Yeah, we're gonna Raptor line the bed. I'm either gonna color match it, which would be really cool, but if I don't color match it, I'm probably just gonna do the standard black. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Let me know if I should.
Or we could do white.
Ooh, that would
actually be kind of different.
But it'll get so dirty.
Not really. Dude, this is not a work truck.
But
and not just that, but like
I've used this more
if it's anything like LINEX, the LINEX cleans off really, really easy.
Okay.
So
I've actually used this for more work than like anything.
Yeah.
It's just so practical.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is, one color or not, nobody's going to see the edge here. The edge is going to be white, so I mean that would look kind of neat. True.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below if we should do white, red, or just standard black, because I mean this bed is pretty beat up, so bed liner, like a spray and bed liner, would be really nice. And we're going to try the Raptor line since everybody seems to have good luck with them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, that is it for this video. This boy is thick. I showed it to Truckmaster. He was blown away by how good it turned out.
Oh, he's in love.
Oh yeah.
That man